16 tackles on 90 days, a big day, and 90+ degree heat. It's quite a workload. What do you think about
I'd say I saw a video from Inky Johnson. He was talking to some college team, and he said expectations are external and the standards internal. And I mean, I feel like if you put any linebacker that wears the Tiger Hall, he would have did the same thing. You know? Just trying to live up to the standard, keep the defense moving forward.
Looks like you almost had an interception there too.
I'm gonna lose sleep on it. I'm gonna lose sleep on it.
Did you read the play before it was happening? You were right in position.
I was blitzing off the edge, and I saw the back leave, so I knew if the back's going out, somebody's coming behind me. And what opportunity, you know what I mean? Oh, I was mad.
How did you feel like the defense played overall, too?
I feel like we did a good job handling the tempo. I mean, these dudes were getting to the line of scrimmage, snapping the ball. And usually they get to the line of scrimmage to see what you're in. These guys are just getting to the line of scrimmage just to run the play. So I feel like we did a good job just handling the tempo. Everybody got a line. Everybody's eyes were right. Obviously, some things to clean up. Obviously, a pick six would have helped us. We wouldn't have gave up a field goal. But obviously, some things to clean up. Excited for the guys. First time this defense has played together in a real setting. So really proud of the guys.
What did you think of your chemistry with you and Nick Jackson together?
Great communication out there. Obviously, we planned for something all week. We planned for them to bring tight ends, and they didn't bring any tight ends. And when they did bring a tight end, it was a big guy who stayed in the core. So the ability just to change what we've been practicing all week and communicate. And I mean, you guys saw on that third down where early in the game he gave up that same route. They come back to it late in the game, big conversion for him, and he picks it up. And that's pre-snap communication. He actually told me the play was coming, and just examples like that, where it's like that's all you can ask for.
What stood out about Deshaun leading, kind of just in the time leading up to the season?
Really proud of that dude. Young guy. Obviously, they tried try him with the vertical. They rolled out to the field to throw a long pass back. He stayed on it. And that's a play that's not going to show up. You know what I mean? That play is not going to show up on a PBU or interception. But in the defensive room, when Coach Parker's watching the defense and he sees a young DB stay patient, stay disciplined on the trick play, like that's all we can ask for. I mean, our thing is we're just trying to play disciplined football. If you beat us in a one-on-one battle, okay, we can live with it. But our eyes, responsibilities, getting behind us like that, we can't go without that. So a young guy who understands the importance of reading your keys.
What play was it that you were referencing?
The quarterback rolled out. I was in second contain, and I ran up to the quarterback, and I saw him look away, and I thought for some reason I could make the play on the rollout back, but he looked back and it wasn't open, and that means Deshaun was back there. That's all you can ask for. You know you're going to get trick plays. You know you're going to get gadget plays. Those guys had a lot of gadget plays on film. Just the amount of bubbles they threw, the halfback pass and all that stuff. So just proud of him, really.
You were mentioning expecting him to come with a tight end more. Was there a lot that they did differently from what you were game finding for kind of a tough position when they have a change in offensive coordinator?
Yeah, we expected their senior tight end, number 83. He was a big part of their offense on film, obviously. So, I mean, we watched every game they had last year. He was a big part of that. And then they also had 87, so they would pair those two up, really get the run game going with those guys. I mean, in 10 personnel, we're in the Big Ten, so we're not really built for 10 personnel. And that's why I'm so happy with Nick. I mean, just being a linebacker, basically playing, he was guarding the pass on the game. I mean, you look at the stat sheet, he's going to say he had a quiet game, but I mean, the guy was in coverage the whole game. And that's, as a linebacker, I would rather make tackles than guard people.
One or two more questions? No? All right, Jay.
Thanks, Jay.
Thanks, Jay.